And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 71 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
What you doing?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You always say that.
Play action. It's Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 late at the 20. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Caught on the right side, Reed. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's got room. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Carolina. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 21 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Breeze now. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Smith now to throw, and Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Smith now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Toward the pylon, caught. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Let's go.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Murray on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Breeze.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Smith. And this will be incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it out of the way and bring up 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Quinn. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and and 6, just inside the 30. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. 2nd and 6. Go. At the 29-yard line.
They run again with Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
10 more there and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On first down, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Carolina getting set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Murray, strong running. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Breeze. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Opposite.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze, incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Breeze now to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 27, Smith, wide open receiver, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Breeze to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On first down, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.